The Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal is in jeopardy after Hamas announced it will postpone the release of the next set of Israeli hostages. This was due to take place on Saturday. The militant group claims Israel is violating the 6-week ceasefire agreement. Hamas says Israel is targeting Palestinians in Gaza with airstrikes and is not allowing humanitarian aid to enter as agreed. 5 swaps have taken place since the deal went into effect last month. So far, 21 hostages captured during the October the 7th terror attacks in Israel have been released, and 766 Palestinian prisoners and detainees have been set free. Let's get the latest from our correspondent in Jerusalem, Tania Krämer. Tania, what can you tell us?
Yeah, it's quite a dramatic and also unexpected statement by Abu Ubaidah, the spokesperson for the Al-Qassam brigades, who said earlier in this statement that the hostage release that was planned for this Saturday, again, as part of phase 1 of this ceasefire and hostage release deal, will be postponed until further notice and until Israel abides by the agreement. He gave those 3 main reasons for that Israel had delayed the return of displaced Palestinians to the north, that had only happened a day later, that there's shelling and gunfire in certain areas, and also that Israel is not letting in enough aid or all kinds of aid that had been agreed upon, according to this statement. Now, this comes, of course, as negotiations for the second phase of this agreement should have started. They also had been delayed. This time, Israel had sent only a low-level delegation in recent days, as far as we understand. In the past, of course, we also had, both sides blaming each other for violations of this agreement, and it could be seen as, by Hamas of trying to pressure, put more pressure for these negotiations, but it's also seen as quite a risky move, and they come also against the backdrop of those statements by the US President Donald Trump, who doubled down again on when he said, the US should, quote, take over Gaza, and that he wants to see its population resettled elsewhere, which amounts, of course, to forcible transfer according to international law. But he doubled down on it, saying that they would have no right to return to Gaza.
And what is Israel saying? How's Israel reacting to all of this?
Yeah. We're hearing some reports now that the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, who just returned from Washington, is now holding consultations with security agencies and the military. There's also some talk about that a security cabinet that was scheduled for Tuesday might be happening as early as Monday night, so tonight. So we also heard from the Israeli Defense Minister, Israel Katz. He said in a statement that the statement would itself be seen as a violation of the agreement, and that he has put the military on highest alert to prepare for any scenario. But we also have heard from the Hostages Families Forum, that's an umbrella group representing most of the families of the hostages. They say that they reached out to the mediators to intervene immediately. There are also some spontaneous demonstrations now in Tel Aviv calling for the return of all the hostages, but also, of course, in Gaza for many Palestinians. That leaves a lot of uncertainty tonight where this will be going.
Tania Krämer in Jerusalem. Tania, thanks for that update.